How about bachelors of pharmacy? How many people from the final year? Rough number, maybe 30, 40. Okay, nice. Is there any student coordinator who can talk to me so that I can ask few questions and get started? Can someone volunteer? Anyone from staff? Anyone from student?
The team leader in MedLife, where he managed a team of 30 pharmacists for 1 year. After that, he joined Savvy Software Private Limited as a team lead, where he worked with international clients. Then, in the year 2016, he joined Kite Tech Consulting Limited as a team lead. After 2 years, Prasad sir has worked as an implementation consultant at L-Script. Prasad sir have reached at the position of manager of operations at CloudScript with his immense experience, and he is now managing a team of 50 individuals. Really, it is such a great honor to hear the session with such a knowledgeable and experienced person who is having a high quality of experience. We will definitely going to learn a lot of things from this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nitisha madam, and I'll get started. So, today's title of the presentation is how to write resumes and how to write standout resumes. Standout means how your resumes will be different from the other people, and whenever you send a resume to a recruiter, that is human resources people, how do they think that this is the person who is suitable for the job? So, I will briefly introduce myself. My name is Prasad Lomate. I'm from Sangli, Maharashtra, and I did my B Farm and M Farm from Government College of Pharmacy. And while doing B Farm, I worked as a sales person in a medical. I have launched a company called as Sanvic Laboratories during my B Farm. Then I cracked the jeep the gate. Then that I scored 89 percentile in gate in third year. I scored 97 percentile in gate final year. So I got to know and got opportunity to do the M.Pharm in pharmaceutics from Government College of Pharmacy. After that, I worked as a lecturer or assistant professor in the University of Pune. My last job is with Bharati Vidyapit Pune College of Pharmacy. After that, I started my career with MedLife as a team lead. You might have known MedLife as Farm Easy now. Farm Easy is a online platform where they used to dispense medication with the uh, with online platform. After that, I started my history in a I started my work in a CloudStrip India Private Limited, that is a US healthcare company. Then I got an opportunity to implement softwares in All Scripts India, and again I went back to CloudScript and worked as manager of operations in CloudScript India Private Limited. So this is my brief journey, and so I'll get started with lecture which is typically on the how to write standout resumes. Give me a one moment to share my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
No, sir.
Okay, just a moment. Can you guys see it now?
Yeah, yeah. Now it's
Yes,
clear.
sir.
Yes, thank you. So, what we are learning today, we will learn that what is resume versus CV, different resume formats. How do you need to know before making a resume? Resume writing tips to help you get hired, technical skills of a pharmacist, and soft skills pharmacist should possess. Now, uh, how many of you, or I will just ask otherwise, how many of you are going to get an education after diploma or after degree? Can I get a thumbs up or thumbs down? How many of you are going to start your journey in an education so that diploma can do the B Farm, B Farm can do the M Farm? And how many of you are going to get opportunity in industry to work as a dispensing pharmacy, maybe in production, QA, QC? Can I get some response? Okay, no worries. So, anyway, whatever you will be doing, you need a resume. Now, resume is your profiling. Now, maybe everyone has prepared some of your resume with some of the contents. Uh, Now, how to write a standout resume is because resume is something which is between you and your recruiter. Now, what happens in the industry right now is typically a recruiter gets around 50 to 100 applications for a one position, and they will scan your resume for maybe 30 to 1 minute, 30 seconds to 1 minute, and then they will see whether this resume meets a job description or not, and they will make two sections. One is no, maybe, and eligible. Now you need to be in a category of maybe or eligible for a suitable job profile for this particular job. Otherwise, you will not get an opportunity to appear for an interview. Now, appearing for the interview, if you get a call from a recruiter that, yeah, hello, and your resume is screened for im- uh, a job position, and you will be appearing for the interview. Now, once you get to this step, your first job, you can say that my resume is impressive, and because of that resume, I land into the job. Now, before appearing for an interview, you should know whatever you have written into the interview, whatever you have written into your CV, or you can say resume, because most of the people are taking education, so I will say resume. Now, once your resume is getting selected for an interview, you should know what you have written into your resume, because that will be the platform, or that will be the reference for a person to know yourself. Now, e- resume is kind of a profile. Means, for example, everyone has an I card, in which I card has a photograph, I card has a name of a college, I card has a contact details, emergency contact details, and maybe a blood group. Now, this is called as profiling. So, whenever a person finds an I card, he should know that who's this I card, and where he is working, or where he is studying, and if something happens, whom to contact. In the same manner, resume is a way to know the recruiter that whom we are going to interview. So, are we going to interview a diploma candidate? Are we going to interview a degree candidate? The how Where the person lives, how can I contact the candidate, whether we have a contact number, whether we have a mobile number, and after that, what are its academic credentials, what are the certifications that particular person have, how many conferences that particular person has attended, what are uh, what are the different soft skills, and what are different technical skills that candidate perform, what are the languages that person knows. So these are many criterias that recruiter will say. And whenever you appear for an interview, recruiter will ask you the questions about what you have written. So we will be discussing how you can write a resume, and how we have a different resume format. Specifically, I have taken my resume formats, which is what I can say, resume which I have started after mfarm, resume I have made when I was into I will be in a mid level position, and resume I have made when I reached a managerial position. So that different resume formats I will share. Then know yourself before you write a resume, we'll also talk about that. I will give you some tips that how you can make your resume better. I will be discussing the technical skills and soft skills which you should possess. Now, after that, this slide shows that how to impress recruiters and land into your dream job. So what I would say, that prepare an excellent resume and cover letter. I will show you how the cover letter looks like and how a resume looks like. And I think I think now, let's move to our next slide, which says that uh, how you should write your resume. Now, difference between CV and a resume is resume changes with a job description. So first thing which is important is how to understand your job profile. So job profile is something which you get on the internet, or which you can ask to the recruiter that what is my job description, or uh, what is my what is the job which I am applying for. So give me just second, I need to take this call, just a minute. uh, it's a delivery from Amazon. Give me a just minute so that I can. Okay, let it be. I'll attend that call later. Now, if you understand the job profile or job description, you need to update your resume according to the job profile. Now, understand that resumes can be a multiple resumes, and CV will be a one CV. How resumes can be multiple? Because your basic information will be the same. However, your experience, however, your skills will differ depending upon job description. If you're appearing for the job in healthcare IT, and you're writing in your skills that I have a good laboratory skills, and I have good analytical skills, and I'm good at screening drugs for various pharmacological actions. Now this is not good, or you can, if you write this, your resume will not be selected for the job interview. Because a job description of US IT or US healthcare is, do you know medical coding, do you know what is pharmacovigilance, do you know what is EMR, what is EHR? EMR is electronic medical record, EHR is electronic health record. So do you possess any skills that you can understand the Microsoft suite, such as Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel? Have you done any advanced courses to learn Microsoft Excel? Do you have good analytical skills which are related to the software industry? Do you have any Power BI background that is used for the presentations? Now, if these things are given in a job description, and if you're not matching your job do your resume to that job description, you will not be able to get through a screening process. Now, first thing is, update your resume according to your job profile, and prepare well for the job interview. So understand what is been written in the job description. I will get back to you once I show you an examples of uh, job profiles. Now I will just take a brief moment to describe what are resume and what are CV. CVs are more extensive, and it's a full extent of your academic credentials and professional experience. Now right now you guys are into education. Some of you are doing diploma in pharmacy, some of you are doing uh, bachelor of pharmacy. Now you guys will have academic credentials. I will show you how you can write your academic credentials. Sorry. Okay, I think it's not for me. And you guys may or may not have a professional experience. Now, whenever I was into the PG, whenever I was doing my B Farm, M Farm, I worked in a medical shop as a salesperson. I worked as a medical representative to launch a pharmaceutical company, so that after B Farm I could write those things into my CV that I have worked for this and I have experience for this. And whenever questions are asked about my professional experience, I can show them. Now, in a resume, resume is basically it's a concise summary of person's work experience, skills, education, achievements tailored to a specific job application. And resumes are often customized customized for each job application, and usually limited to one page or two pages. Now remember that whenever you are fresher, do not have your resume more than 2 to 3 pages, because recruiter will know that this person is writing too much things on a resume, and maybe he is not suitable for the job, or maybe he has not understood the job description, or maybe the recruiter needs your job qualifications, or maybe recruiter wants to know whether you are suitable for a job. Now if you are going for a dispensing pharmacy interview, the recruiter wants to know whether you possess a medical license, a medical license to start a pharmacy or not. If you are applying for any job for production, QA, QC, regulatory affairs, a person may be looking for whether you have passed your B pharmacy in first attempt, whether you have scored first class in your throughout first class, your first year, second year, third year, final year, whether you have qualified gate or not, or right now it is called a GPAT. Now if you have pursued any MBA, maybe that will be is useful for you to uh, maybe that qualification is useful for a recruiter to screen your profile. So generally resume are made specific to the job description. Just a moment. Now what are the CVs? CVs can be multiple pages long, especially for individuals with extensive academic and professional backgrounds. There is no strict limit for the length of a CV. Now usually senior consultants, usually the associate managers, usually the managers, associate director, director, VP, these people can have a CV which is more extensive, because they have a extensive professional experience. Now the content of resume is basically, which is important, is your contact information, summary or objective statement. That is, this is more important, that if you are going for a production interview, your objective that should be like, I wanted to be a good professional of production officer in a pharmaceutical industry. If your work experience, include that, include your education, include your skills, and some additional things such as certifications, honors, or volunteer experience. A CV contains a person's academic and professional history, including research experience, if any, publications, presentation, grants received, teaching experience, awards, and relevant information. CVs can include sections such as professional membership, conference attended, and references. Now, we will not talk much about what is resume and CV. Will directly summarize what it is. So both resume and CVs are serves the purpose of showcasting person's qualification for the job. What is the difference? They differ in length, content, and format. I will give you a brief examples of how a resume will look like, how CV will look like. With resumes being shorter and more focused on work experience and skills, CVs are longer and just a moment. Hello, हा बोला. हॅलो, हा येऊ शकता तुम्ही, मी एका मीटिंग मध्ये आहे. चेअर आहे चेअर. ठीक आहे. Sorry about that disturbance. That's an Amazon delivery, so I had to take this call. So we won't be discussing CVs in detail because we wanted to focus on a resume. Now there are uh, tips which I wanted to give you regarding a resume. First thing is choose a right format. So understanding your job description and choosing a right format for a resume is important. Now, what if you do not find a good resume format? You need to ask to your seniors, professors, or people from your LinkedIn contacts that, sir or ma'am, do you have a good resume format for me? I'm going to appear for a regulatory affairs interview. Now, if that person is from regulatory affairs background, he will share the resume with you and you can edit your resumes accordingly. Now, if you have resume for a production and you are going to appear for a clinical pharmacist position, your your format or content will not be suitable for that. So first thing, a first starting point is choose a right format. Then start with strong objective and summary. Emphasize your education and academic achievements. Include relevant skills. We'll more talk about skills. Highlight your internships, project, and extracurricular activities. Now, people wanted to know that whether this person has a good academic background, but along with good academic background, whether that person has pursued any internship. Now, appearing for an internship shows that you wanted to work even whenever you are while you are doing B.Pharm or B.Pharm or diploma, and you are interested in learning something which is specific to the market. So, if you are working in a medical shop while doing while pursuing diploma, the person will know that person is interested in dispensing activity and he will be suitable for his job. If you are working, if you are studying B Pharma, the person will look at what projects you have worked in. So if you have worked in a project such as formulation of emulsion, formulation of a cream, and for XYZ purpose, now that person will say that this person is not only having a academic background but person is having a good understanding or good idea about how to make a formulation or not, how to what are the requirements of a production of a cream or formulation or an emulsion. Now, whether to include extracurricular activities on resume, the answer is yes, because that shows your personality. So if you say that uh, I was a part of an activity which is called as blood donation camp. Now this activity shows that just a moment. I need to take this delivery. I'm sorry. I'll just stop presenting. I'll come back. Just give me one moment. Sorry for that break. Do you guys can see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You are looking at tips, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So, a strong objective and summary is important. Emphasize your education and academic achievements. I was talking about extracurricular activities. So, uh, uh, just a moment, my screen is stuck. Yeah. Now, I have already discussed about how you should be customizing your resume for the particular job application. Keep it concise and clear. Do not include too many things on resume, because keep something to talk with a recruiter during an interview. Proofread carefully. I would say any spelling mistake or any formatting issue is very quickly observable by the by the uh, recruiter, because if you are appearing for a documentation profile and you are making a spelling mistakes, you are having do not have a good format, you have forget to format the interview, format the resume with uh, which is not correct. This can lead to rejection of your resume in a job interview. Your resume will not be screened. So proofread it carefully. Take an assistance from your colleagues, your professors, your mentors, your guides, that hello, can you help me with proofreading of my resume, whether uh, I have made any mistakes, whether this looks good or not. If you get a thumbs up, yeah, your resume looks good, then you can go ahead and share it with your uh, recruiter. Now use professional layout and design. I will show you an example how professional resume look like, how there are transitions from a, traditional resume to a resume. So resume can be a word resume, can be converted into the PDF. Resume can be multicolor. It may include your photograph and your different formats to showcase your skills and certification. Nowadays there are resumes which are into the PowerPoint format as well, so you can present yourself visually. Now some recruiters will ask you to do record your video for 5 minutes to 3 to 5 minutes, which will briefly describe about yourself. Now things are changing and tech industry is evolving, so there will be multiple demands from a recruiter. Important thing is include your contact information very carefully. Usually include two phone numbers, I would say. If one of them is not reachable, second should be reachable. Include the email. People may have a multiple email IDs, but have a email ID for your professional career, and make sure, yeah, that you are reviewing that email on a daily basis, so that you do not miss any interview calls. Now, as an pharmacist or as an B Farm or D Farm students, I have included some technical skills. You can relate these technical skills to your job profiles as well, or to your uh, career objective as well. So first technical skill is laboratory techniques. I will briefly go through what are laboratory techniques which you should know. QA and QC, drug formulation and development, regulatory affairs, pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics, analytical method development and validation, biotechnological skills, data analysis and statistical skills, documentation and reporting, safety and compliance. Now, if you have included the laboratory techniques which you are in your skills, people will ask you whether you have worked in a worked on any technique in a chromatography such as HPLC or GC. Do you know whether whether you know your UV, IR or NMR? Do you know how to prepare a sample, how to analyze a sample, how to interpret the data? If you are interested in a quality control and quality assurance profile, they will definitely ask you that what are the GLP, what is GMP, what is ICH. That is good laboratory practice, good manufacturing practice, and do you know international conference on ICH guidelines? Guys, I am not going into the detail of this because we wanted to focus on resume, but I will be sharing this resume the content with your professors so that you can go through these skills and include those which are important for your job descriptions. Then next thing will be knowledge of validation protocols, method development, validation, equipment qualifications. If you are appearing for drug formulation and development, for example a production officer interview, you should have a familiarity. No, I won't say a experience, but you should have a familiarity with drug formulation techniques, including solid dosage forms such as tablets and capsules, liquid dosage forms such as solution and suspension, semi solid dosage forms such as ointment and creams. So if someone asked you that what are the ingredients to prepare ointment, creams and emulsion, at least you should know what are the ingredients to prepare for it. If you have worked in any pharmaceutical industry, they are going to definitely see whether do you have an experience in formulation development, do you have a definite experience in stability testing or optimizing drug delivery systems. If you are going to appear for a regulatory affairs interview or job, they should know and they will ask you for a whether do you understand regulatory submissions, do you have a experience in documentation, do you have a experience in and requirement compliance requirements for pharmaceutical products. Now also they will uh, test your knowledge for regulatory guidelines such as guidelines from FDA. If you are applying for international regulatory affairs, they will see whether you understand the European Medical Agency, that is EMA or US FDA bodies and their guidelines. If you are appearing for any interview which involves pharmacokinetics or pharmacodynamics, they will ask you do you have a knowledge about pharmacokinetic principles such as drug absorption, distribution, metabolism and extraction. You can call it as ADME. Do you understand the concepts of pharmacodynamic concepts and dose response relationship? These are the important skills if you are appearing for any clinical pharmacist job. Now, these are some analytical method development skills you should possess. Ability to develop and validate analytical skill methods for drug substances and products. Proficiency in analytical instrumentation techniques for qualitative and quantitative analysis. This is uh, important whenever you are applying for an analyst job or in a job in a QA and QC and department of any pharmaceutical industry. If you are going to apply for any biopharmaceuticals company, for example you have a serum biotech you have a Bharat serum. Now they will ask you that whether do you have a familiarity with the biopharmaceutical process such as cell culture, fermentation, purification and downstream processing. Do you possess a knowledge of techniques such as recombinant protein? I'm just giving an example. These are the not necessary skills. Monoclonal antibody production or bioprocess optimization. If you are going for data analysis and statistical skills, guys, I would like to talk more about data analysis now because it is related with my current job. Now, nowadays, a position of data analyst or business analyst, and the vacancies of data analyst and business analyst are more in an industry, because there is the IT jobs are available in an IT industry. There are projects with the big four companies such as Infosys, TCS, Capgemini, Wipro, which are looking for a candidates who possesses good data analysis or statistical skills, or who possesses business analysis analytical skills. Now, these jobs includes proficiency in statistical analysis software such as SAS, R, or SPSS. Maybe you have heard about SAS for data analysis and interpretation. Can you apply statistical methods for experimental design, data visualization, and hypothesis testing? One of an example of data visualization tool is Tableau and Power BI. If you have any questions with it, you can connect with me after this. Do you have good documentation and reporting skills? If you are applying for a clinical pharmacist job, you need to document the things well, such as adverse drug reactions, and you should know how to report it. So, strong written and verbal communication skills. You should be able to write uh, good good observations, and you should be communicating those observations verbally while preparing technical reports, protocols, SOPs, and regulatory submissions. Understand, guys, strong written and verbal communication skills, very important. Attention to detail, accuracy, details and accuracy in documenting experimental procedures, result, and conclusions. If you are going for safety and compliance, understanding safety protocols, procedures in laboratory and manufacturing settings, knowledge of environmental health and safety regulations, hazardous material handling, a waste management. Now, these are the technical skills which you should possess. Along with that, you should have some soft skills as well. The first thing is, first soft skill we will be discussing is a communication skill. Now, uh, first thing is first thing which is asked to you, that how many languages you know. Now, if you take my example, I will say my mother tongue is Marathi. So I am proficient or fluent in Marathi. I also know Hindi, and I also know the English. Now, if a job is client facing, they will need a person who is fluent in English or who is proficient in English. Without that skill, they will not screen your resume. Now, communication includes verbal communication and written communication. Now, verbal communication includes whether you are good in discussing the things with your peers. Peers will include your colleagues, peers will include your boss, maybe your manager. Whether you can express or whether you can ascertain few things which are clear and concise to your peers and your bosses. Now, email writing skills are very important nowadays, because whenever you are reporting something over an email, you need to be very crystal clear while you're writing an email. You should include those things which are required, and have an attachments for a just a minute, have an attachment which includes a document which includes the details of the things which you wanted to communicate. You should have an ability to teamwork and collaboration. If you see a typical project which has a length of around 1 month to 3 months, which has a length of about 1 year, which has a length of starting to 1 to 3 years, obviously you are not going to do it single handedly. You will have a team. So since I am from a technical background which possesses software development, my team will my team will have job sets such as director who is in charge of a project, a manager, various managers who will have different teams. Teams will include a development team, team will include a UAT team, team will include a scrum master, team will include a product manager, team will be include a consultant which is called as SMEs. Now, if you do not know how to work in a team environment, how to collaborate with the teams, how to communicate with the teams, it will be very difficult for you to work in that environment. However, if you know that what are your roles and responsibilities, what are the roles and responsibilities of your colleagues, what are the things which you are accountable for, what are the things which your colleagues are accountable for, to whom you should report, to whom you should communicate, these collaboration and teamwork skills are will take you up to a very far, because people mm, seeks for an person who work in a team environment. Now usually a project which is given to you will have a problems, and you should possess a problem solving abilities. For example, uh, I was working on a project which requires a clinical documentation for prior authorization and appeals. Now the problem is, we have a document which, I'm giving an example. So it includes a prior authorization. I will say a prior authorization whenever the claim is submitted to any insurance agencies, they will ask you for a PA that will give you that your claim is approved tentatively, depending upon your depending upon your documentation. So in a software development, the problem is how to include that PA guidelines into the software, including various steps. So if I'm able to include those guidelines and convert into the steps, I will be a good, I will possess a good problem solving abilities. Now I should have various adaptability and flexibility as well. Usually nowadays people use the tools to track a progress of a project. Usually in software development, they will have a tool such as Jira, they will have a tool such as Kanban, which will track a project. Now you should have an adaptability. Maybe you will be recruited at the start of the project, in the middle of the projects, or maybe when a project is going live. Now if you are not adaptive and flexible to fit into that position, it will be difficult for you, it will be easy for you to get a job, but it will be difficult for you to survive in a job. Now then next skill is attention to details. So attention to details is important, because usually we do not read and understand what is being given to us, and we do not provide an attention to what is being asked. Now in an industry, wherever you go, there will be two things: one is requirement, and another thing will be delivery. Now you should give your proper attention to what are requirements, what are the understanding of our requirements. So I'll give you a quick example of what are requirements. So for a project which comprises of uh, development of and practice to a US hospital or consultants, this is an example of my current project I'm giving. So in that project, the requirements are: do you have a discovery document? Do you have an environment to configure that discovery document? Do you have a regular meetings to communicate your development to a recruiter? Now I should be providing a first point of thing is I should be providing a good detail attention to a requirement gathering. That first thing will start as how should I start a discovery of a project. Now this is an example of uh, providing attention to details. We can go to these things whenever we get a good time. I will quickly move to the other scales which I will elaborate briefly. Now every project has a timeline, so you should have a good time management and organization skills. Every recruiter will expect ethical conduct and integrity of a person. Every project or project director will see whether you have a good focus, customer focus, whether you have a good leadership skills, and whether you have a good emotional intelligence. Now why we are discussing these skills while we are going to while we are into the presentation which says how to make a standout resume. Now if you have these skills, and if you include these technical skills and soft skills into your resume, your recruiter will screen your resume in the first look at first moment, because that are part of a job description. And if you do not have these skills written on your resume will not be screened. Now I have previously said that resumes are specific to a job description. So your job description says you should have a good technical background in a regulatory, and your soft skill should include a good communication skill, team work and collaboration, and problem solving skills. They will make a check mark that this person possesses these skills, this person is screened for an interview. Interviewers will ask you questions about that particular skills. Whether if you have answered those questions very with a very uh, good understanding, you will be selected for the next round, and you will be selected for a job if you are going through all these uh, skills. Now I will give you an examples of few resume I have. I will stop sharing for a moment and I will open a resume for you. Guys, if you want to stop me at any moment, if you have any questions, you can definitely ask. I don't want to, definitely, I don't, just don't want you to listen to my presentation. So,
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
Sir, I had a question.
yes.
Means in resume, how many technical skills and soft skills minimum we should put?
As I have said, that you should read always a job description. So, if you are applying for a QA and QC role, the whatever technical skills which I have included, you should write those skills. You should write the experience about that skill, and you should be able to present, or if you should be able to talk more about those skills in an interview. Whatever soft skills which I have mentioned, I would prefer to have all soft skills into the interview, because nowadays these software skills are very important. May I know who asked the question? May I know the name?
Yes, sir. Deep Solanki. And
Deep
sir,
Solanki.
I had
Yeah.
one more question. Sir, means what type of questions they can ask regarding a soft skill? Means example for technical skills.
Usually soft skills are not asked into the interview. Soft skills are seen into the interview. Now, how interview takes place, I know these are not the title of our current topic, but I will generally say in an industry how job interview is conducted. First, they will ask for a resume. There will be some walk-ins that whether you can take your resume and submit to the HR, and they will screen and they will say whether you are selected for a next round or not. Now, in a job interview, uh, I think people have raised an hand. So, give me one moment to answer this question. In an interview, your written resume is screened. Then next round, which you will have a group discussion round. In a group discussion round, they will see whether you speak up into that group discussion or not. Now, in that group discussion or in that activity, will say whether you are able to converse well into that group discussion. Do you have a good communication skills? Do you have a soft skills? They will give you a problem and say that, can you give me an methods to resolve that problems. So usually communication skills or usually soft skills are seen by the interviewer rather than uh, assessed based on your resume. Have I answered this question correctly, or do you need more?
Actually, sir, can you explain it more clearly? Means during an interview panel, means there will be 4 or 5 people sitting. At that time, what type of questions they can ask regarding a communication skill or technical skill?
Uh, so it depends. Deep, I have asked. So do you know which area you are focusing right now? Means what is your focus? What job interview you want to appear for? What is your area of interest?
Maybe formulation.
Formulation. So
Yes.
in a formulation, if you say, they will definitely ask you whether you have worked on any project which involves a formulation and development. So is there something you have worked on previously? Have you done any project, or will you be doing any project in formulation and development?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It-
May I know the title of a project?
Maybe a herbal cream for Colgate. Maybe a herbal cream ointment.
uh, so what will be the audience, what will be the customers for it? You wanted to make something similar to Colgate, is it?
Maybe, sir, adults or geriatrics patients
Okay,
who have
okay.
toothaches, etc.
Now job interviews, what job panel will constitute? A job panel will constitute of a people who are from research and development background. One of them will be from R&D, one of them from the analytical department, one of them is from the QA/QC department, one of the people will be from analytical method development. Now they will ask you questions regarding, first question will be, what are the ingredients of your uh, formulations? What is the dosage form which you are going to prepare? How you are going to uh, know what are the strength of that formulation? How you are going to study the effects of that particular ointment or formulation? If you answer these questions clearly, then they will ask you to describe about your project, whatever things you are doing into that project, which are asked by that interviewer, that if you have answered that satisfactorily, you can I say you will be selected in that interview.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Any more questions before I go to the examples of resume? I'll quickly show I'll quickly show uh, some examples of resume which I have prepared. So just give me one moment. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many of you have this format? Okay. Now I will tell you this is an old format of writing a resume. I have said it as a curriculum vitae because this is my resume after MPharm. So it includes my degree and my project details as well. So I have written my name, my qualifications, my contact, my whether address, where I live, email, and contact numbers. It has objective area of interest, my MPharm research thesis details. It includes my name, education, supervisor's name, permanent address, language I speak, marital status. I am married now. So it was a old resume which I have created into the 2008. A gender. Now for people who are in B farm or D farm, these are the this is the I would say this is an important point to be included in your resume, because this is one of the criteria which will showcase you what are your academic skills. So they will say where you have done your SSC, HSC, what are your scores in first year B Farm, second year B Farm, third year B Farm, and final year B Farm. What is a college? These years will show whether you have a gap into your education or not. MPharm first sem, second sem, third sem, fourth sem. I have included some percentage over here. I have included what grade I have received. Now, if this is an important criteria for a recruiter, and if you have means if they say whether you have a first class, second class, distinction, whatever it is, or if whether they will say that there should not be any gap in your education, if this is a criteria, you're selected for a interview. Now I have included some honors and awards. So I have included that I have qualified GPAT in 2011. Gate, I have qualified uh, Gate in 2006 and 5. I have developed a formulation of a silver sulfadazine gel. That project is sponsored by some of the industry. I have received a junior research fellowship from AICT, project sponsored by whom. I have included some professional experience because I have worked in and some with worked with some colleges. Now, probably these are the answer to your questions, because if you are going to work into your formulation and development industry, they will definitely look for whether you have worked on these instruments, such as spray. One of an instrument, I will not say each of the instrument, like spray dryer, freeze dryer, vacuum dryer, multi-mill, laboratory, planetary mixer, tablet compression, high-speed homogenizer, collapsible tube filling machine, pan coater, etc. Now it is very important to have these instruments in your college. Otherwise, you should not be including it. Now these instruments include vacuum dryer from Ostwal. Why I have included that freeze dryer from Kera? Because they will there will be different products. They will be asking which product you have used and the details about it. If you are going to apply in an analytical industry, they will say, do you know GCMS? Have you worked on a product of GCMS, LCMS, gas chromatography, uh, sh- differential scanning calorimeter, that you can say DSC, UV visible spectroscopy? What is a make? Shimazu was a make when I have worked in. Auto titrator from Metro, uh, uh, FTA IR, whether you have worked for any instrument such as atomic absorption spectrophotometer. Now, in a summary, I have written as strong interpersonal and team building skills, ability to work on own initiative and contribute orderly to growth of an organization, research experience in the field of synthesis, formulation, and analysis. Now, definitely nowadays these skills are important. such as operating system experience for any drug design software you have worked, any HPLC software you have worked. Now, these projects, achievement, association trainings, I have included. I am a life member of Association of APTI. I am life member of Association of Community Pharmacists of India. So I have also included. I worked as a team manager for college cricket team. Now, various projects, achievements, association trainings I have included, which are actually selected because it shows me that the person is active and included in various extra co-curricular activities as well. I have involvement with other projects or not, that so I have helped some of my colleagues, such as development of dendromatic carrier system, because I know this I have included in. Now, last thing which is important is the reference, and here I need to declare that all of the information is true and correct to best of my knowledge and belief. So if you have any information which is can you guys see my screen, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So this is a resume which I have made, and which is a starting point. I will give you another example, which is a resume which I have prepared recently. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
And you are seeing Prasad Lomate, Manager Cloud Scope, correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now look at the format, and so which format was good, the old format or a new format?
New format.
The new one,
New
sir.
new
Format.
format
New
looks
one.
good. Yeah, if you
New
are
one.
recruiter, you will definitely see that the person has good tech skills or good resume writing skills, and he has included all the details in good colorful background. So if you see this resume, I have included my photograph, I have selected some colorful background, I have selected some things which shows. So I have not written contact number, I have taken a image of a phone, so that so to include it. So for education, I have taken this hat, I have written those. So all the details are same, however which I have presented in a resume are different. I have included some professional summary, I have included a core competency, because uh, I guys, I know you are fresher, but you will also have some core competencies. So what I have written is operation management, team management, business continuity planning. So you should be able to identify what are your core competencies, and you should be able to write something into it. Now you should be able to write your career timeline, or you should be able to write your education timeline. You can replace this word, that SSC in this year, HSC in this year, BFARM, DFARM in this year, BFARM in this year. And if you have some internship experience, if you have worked in some industry before going for some another industry, you should include that timeline, so that people should not go through your experience in detail. Now, since this is a CV, I have included my work experience in detail. So here I have included my uh, uh, I have included the duration from which I have worked for this company. So duration and my current qualification, sorry, current experience, title of an experience. Here I have included some certifications. I forgot to let you know that I am a certified Scrum Master. I have also done ITIL 4 Foundation. I have completed a Udemy courses. Now, these are some achievements I have included, that I received multiple cheer awards in all scripts. What you can include that won a pharmacy cup in Mumbai University. So this is kind of an achievement which is besides your education, which shows that you have also interest in your extra co-curricular activities. If you have received some scholarship, so in my achievements I have included a scholarship from government of Maharashtra when I was into my fourth standard. So whenever the people will assess you for your skills the aptitude test, the scholarship exam which I have given into the fourth standard is basically a assessment of my aptitude testing. So I think this is my achievement, so I have included. I have also included the gate qualifications the as well. Now I have included what are the trainings I have gone through, and so these are the part of it. And lastly I have included my personal details, that what is my date of birth, languages I know, and permanent address. Now we will open this floor for a discussion. I would like to briefly summarize what we have discussed right now. Now, whenever you have an ambition that I should be a part of this industry, you should have a thorough understanding is that what is your area of interest. Now, if you have a training and placement cell, the first question your professor is going to ask is what is your area of interest and what you have done to develop that area of interest. Now, if a person says, I have an area of interest in pharmaceutical development and research, that person should possess a knowledge of pharmaceutics 1, 2, physical pharmacy, etc. If someone says, I have interest in analytical development, he should have a thorough understanding of pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmaceutical analysis. If some person wants to go for a dispensing pharmacy, he should have a good understanding of a dispensing of a drug. He should have a good understanding of uh, drug act as well, that is rules and regulations. If some person is wanted to pursue a career in clinical pharmacy, he should have a good knowledge of pharmacokinetics and dynamics, or I would say pharmacology. Now, this area of interest, you should be giving a priority first, second, third, and you should have a different resume for each and every area of interest. So your contents will be same, your photograph will not change, your contact information will not change, your achievements will not change. However, your skills will change according to the job description. Now, if you are appearing for various interviews, so for example, if you are appearing for an job interview in IT industry, first skill you should possess is, do you have a good understanding of windows Windows suite? Means, do you possess a good skills in having a good presentations, very good analytical skills in Microsoft Excel? Do you write good Word documents or not? So these are kind of a skills which will differ depending upon area of interest while appearing for an interview. So what I would suggest in a summary, that guys, very be careful while writing your resumes, and always take an help from an expert while writing your resume. Choose a good format and get your resume checked by your peers and your professors, or any senior who is actually working in a uh, industry. Now, why this is important? Because this person will tell that whether your resume suits a job description or not, or whether your resume is going to select for an interview or not. This is the only thing which is in between your interview and you. So if you want to crack, if you, I won't say crack an interview, but if you want to appear for an interview, your resume has to be a standout resume while appearing for that particular position. So with this, I'll stop over here, and I will open the floor forum for a question and answers. Any questions, guys?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Deepak.
Sir, my question is, what are the impact of putting our photo in resume?
Now, um, impact of photograph on resume. Do you think it is necessary, Deepak? Means how? What is your view?
I guess it is necessary, but I want to know from your side
Okay.
whether it is
So,
necessary or
so
not.
how will you put an a photograph? You will just uh, take a photograph which is taken by a photographer, or will you add a photograph which is taken from a mobile?
Sir, from a standard photo, sir, from a
Standard
photograph.
photo from a photographer, which is
Yes, sir.
good edited.
Yes, sir.
Now, it is important for a person who is recruiting you to see you that this is the person I'm going to recruit and this is how it looks. Now, why photograph is important is this will show your personality, this will show your dressing skills, this will show your confidence, this will show whether you are suitable for a job interview or not. Now, usually if you are appearing for a client facing a job, your presentation is very important. So have a photograph, have a similar thing while you are appearing for any Zoom interview or any Teams interview is important because it showcases your personality. So always have a good photographer and have that photograph included on your resume, because nowadays this is a trend. Now, if you so I have shown you two resume examples. Which one you liked, Deepak? First or
The
second?
second one, sir.
Second one, because you will get clear idea that whom you are going to talk to. So I would say having a, I won't say must, but at least you should have your photograph on your resume.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So
Thank
one
you.
more question I have.
Yes,
Can I?
yes, definitely.
Sir, can you give some short description about e resume?
For example,
Sir, I have a, if I give a QR code and you scan that and you will get the information about my resume. Do
th-
you
that
have some idea about?
that's an excellent way to present your resume.
Can I get
Nowadays,
some idea how to make that?
I know how to make a QR code out of it. Nowadays, if you have seen that whenever you are getting an invitation will have an address and invitation will have a QR code which takes you to directly a maps and you will get a direction. Now, industry has immensely developed in a such a way that it is giving you tools to express yourself in a different manner. Definitely recruiter will see if you are a proud of a part of a crowd, or if you are a standout performer into your crowd. So if you are giving a QR code, per people, recruiter will say that you are very techno savvy. Now I have also told you that you will have a paper resume which you are going to submit to a recruiter. You will make a uh, resume in PDF or Word format. Nowadays, I will also tell you the examples of resume which are written on a PowerPoint presentation as well. They will include 3 to 4 slides or 4 to 5 slides, whatever information which I have included in my resume, including photographs, contact details, skills, achievements, awards, will be showcased into the presentation, that it will be easy for a recruiter, because they will not have a time to go through each and every work experience which you have given. In my CV I have written thousands of things. However, they will typically take a look that how resume looks like and how I have presented it. So uh, I will certainly tell you that how you can add a QR code to that. However, what I would suggest, you can make a copy of your PowerPoint presentation resume as well, and a resume which I have presented on a second time, which is a good colorful format of your resume. That will show you how techno savvy you are. I'm sorry. Any further questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, can you recommend any specific resume templates or layouts that are well situated to pharma industry, like which maintains a professional appearance too, and which can stand out from others too?
I would suggest. I'm not sure whether we have a time right now to uh, show you. There are two resources which you can go get templates from. One is Microsoft Word, and another is a LinkedIn. On this platform, you will get. So I'll click quickly show. Um I'll share my screen. And can you guys see my screen where where you have our presentation?
Yes, sir.
Not a
Yes, sir.
presentation where we have various people. Yeah, and
Yes.
you can see my LinkedIn profile as well. Means I'm opening the
Yes, sir.
LinkedIn now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So on a LinkedIn is also your visual resume. So nowadays people will ask you that provide your public profile and its URL, and whether you have included your photograph, your name, your location, okay, things about you, experience, you, and education, licenses and certification, skills and recommendation, and honors and award. Now you can convert this template into a resume, or you can use a Microsoft Word. You can use Chat GPT. So I will give you an example of a Chat GPT, that where you can get a good templates of. So you are writing templates for resume. So Chat GPT will give you an idea about how to get a good template. So this is a good template for a resume. Now if you have written AI tools for making good resume or templates. Now these are the sites I would recommend to you. Resume.io, Enhance CV, Zeti, Cake Resume, Job Scan, Resumatch, Resi will open one of the template which is called at Zeti, for example, Zeti Resume Builder. I sorry guys, I have forget to show you a cover letter example. I don't know whether we have time. So this will give you this will give you your resume in few minutes. Try out your resume, create your resume. So whenever you have a time, you can select whatever formats you need. You say you want. I will quickly show you various templates, and you can which format you like. The first one, choose template. Now if you have already have a resume, you need to put that resume into the template you need to upload, or you can create new resume from here. Here you can include your photograph, your first name, city, your work history, education, skills, summary, and finalize. Now you can change a template from here as well, and in a minutes you will get your CV. So you have a total control of choosing a template, choosing a color. Here you can choose a color. Here you can see it how it looks like, and the details will be the same. We'll see another example which I recommend is job scan or resume match. Always get started for free. No need to pay anything to these job sites. You can link your account. I'm not going to link my account right now. I'll try for Google. Get started, new scan. Now view your sample scan. Now you have, so you have prepared your resume. Here you can drag and drop your resume. Here you can add your cover letter and ask this website to scan it. This will give you an idea. This will give you an suggestions for writing your resumes and cover letters. Is it useful? There are so many things, Deepak. I know. However, because of a time constraint, have I answered your question correctly? The first thing, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we can discuss it offline. However, on a internet, with the development of artificial intelligence, you can do whatever you want. You can choose your template other than asking anyone to you to send a template, and you can build your resume on your own. After building a resume, you can ask your professors to uh, scan or you or uh, check that resume and see whether it is suitable for you or not. Any more questions? We have 5 minutes to go.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Jagruti.
Sir, what mistakes should I try to avoid in resume?
Try to avoid the things such as you are a hard worker. Means whenever you are writing an resume should be concise and clear. Now if you write on your resume uh, the things which you know, that is good. But if you take for example my resume, and if you try to copy paste that resume into you, I would say never do that. The one fun thing I remember, that whenever I passed out from my MFARM, I was asked to submit a resume for our placements. Now what I have done, that I don't have a time to do that. I have asked for my friend that can you send your resume to me. I have included all the details in my academic profile. I forgot to mention my details for final semester of an MFARM, and during screening, that person was clever than me, so he has a distinction, and I just had a first class. So what happened is, certainly that interviewer known that I have copy pasted from someone else. So what you the first mistake is, make your own template. Do not, you can ask for a template but do not copy. And in the last statement you write that I am writing each and everything which is true to my knowledge. Anything which you don't possess about technical skill, about soft skills, do not write anything on a resume. Write an honest resume so that person will judge depending upon your resume. Have I answered your question correctly, Jagruti?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, hello, Mohite sir. Mohite sir.
Huh. Just one question that we want to create 1 minute video of resume of all students. So what should be the format that myself dash completed my B pharmacy from this college and interested in this area. My these are my technical means
Core competencies you mentioned.
economical my skills वगैरह.
Yeah,
So this one I want to create for students and I want to create one QR code.
yeah.
So instead of posting all the documents, he will just put 1 minute video and a QR code having all the details in PDF format. So is it possible for finally a student and can you help me for achieving this? Hello.
I think sir has left the meeting.
Okay, okay, students. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Just
Yes,
one.
sir.
Deepak can only one can reply me. Okay. So what I want to do is we will create 1 minute video of each student. So from this video they can understood your body language, na? Ki how much you are comfortable with various technical skills. So now you are very familiar with making videos, making some practical videos, theoretical videos, and the content videos. We can see content videos. So you can make your own CV in e-content format, right?
Yes, sir.
Huh. So what I want to do is ki all student can make their own 1 minute video. So instead of most of the time, what will happen? They want some 200 people. So they want to screen some from thousand of peoples by just going through CV. It is not possible, right? If I want to recruit some 20 production officers or 20 QA officers and I have some thousands of CV, so it is not possible to HR or any expert in QA or production department to go through all the CVs. So what we will do is ki we will make one 1 minute video. It is like a interview session. So myself, I can say myself, Jagriti Bhoir, completed my B pharmacy from Shivaji Junior College of Pharmacy with 7.0 score, whatever CGP or whatever the unit is. So and I'm in, I have done my these are my achievements. This is my qualification detail. This is my achievement. This is my training. I have completed 1 month training in this company. I have completed, these are add-on courses on regulatory affairs, on medical coding. I have attended various programs to in personality development, in technical upgradation of knowledge. So it is more impressive, na? Ki out of thousand of people, they can select 100 people for 10 post. 1:10 is the ratio, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting me, Deepak?
Yes, sir. Getting it.
Huh. So what I want is ki after this session, at least we can start to create our own CV. That I am myself, Deepak from Shivaji Junior College, means study pursuing my final year B pharmacy from this college. I have this is my academic detail. This is my training detail. This is my extracurricular activities. These are my co-curricular activities. I have made some e-content. I have participated in inter-college, intra-college participation, and I have abilities like positive thinking and all that things. So it is more impressive. So while choosing 100 candidates from thousand of candidates, it is very much high chances that they will select you. Again, you are sending 100 pages of your CV, 10th mark list, 12th mark list, first year, second year, third year, final year session marks, your certificate. Instead of doing this, you just send one QR code of your old documents. So if he want your say Aadhaar card, he want your final year mark list, he want your 12th mark list. So in just print out that same data, na. It will not make his email bulky one, right? So keep
Yes, sir.
your resume as a on your Google Drive. Make a QR code of this, and in QR code you can just put your 1 minute interview, which is video and audio video, and all the documents in PDF format. So this might be, I think, your first chance to get interview call.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I have disconnected from.
Okay, okay. Sir, just I just repeat. I had a discussion with my students. What I think is, कि our student will create 1 minute or 2 minute video of their or about their self.
Yeah,
Okay, so myself, Jagruti Bohir from final year B Pharmacy. I have completed my B Pharmacy with this is percentile score. This is my academic record. This is my training record. This is my curricular co-curricular activities. I'm interested in say regulatory affairs. So I have conducted. These are the courses I have conducted online, add-on courses on regulatory affairs, and whatever his data will be there is in QR code. So in QR code all the PDF documents related to their her educational testimonials and all the things will be available. So this might be impressive, and I need your help in that.
definitely, sir. I'll quickly share link for a QR code generator.
No, QR, the students are they are sir, they are actually creating their videos. I will send some videos to you. Students are making their own e-content about antibiotics, about sterilization, IQ, QPQ, all the topics they have covered, and they have made their videos. They have made their PowerPoint presentations. They have made their assignment, MCQ. They are very good in that. What I am, but this is good for academics. While applying for the job, they should have how to apply, where to apply. Means person is interested in regulatory affairs should not apply for production officer, na. So
Definitely, sir.
they have to clear their own minds कि they are interested in PV, regulatory affairs, medical coding, or whatever opportunities they have after B pharmacy, or they are interested to further studies then leave. If they are interested in regulatory affairs, what specialized training courses they have conducted?
Yes, definitely, sir. So I have told that resume is concise and precise. So you can have multiple resumes. You can have one resume for regulatory affairs, one resume for clinical pharmacist, one resume for production officer. So, sir, do you think this idea is good? That prepare a different resume for the different job descriptions?
No, what I am thinking is that they should clear in their minds that they are going to appear for regulatory affairs or they are going to appear for a production officer. So
Absolutely, sir.
after your session, they should clear one or two areas. Means either they are interested in production, QA, QC, or they are interested in medical coding, PV, or regulatory affairs. Once is cleared, we have some add-on courses at our college. So they have to register for that add-on course on medical coding, regulatory affairs, or whatever skill development programs are available with them, and they have to make their own video about their self only. So they will reduce the timing of interview. Ki personal interview is not possible for many of the companies. Ki if they have some hundreds of vacancies. Last month we had a call from one reputed organization that they want some 800 students in medical coding. So there will be a just 1 minute interview they are conducting. If they have their own video, I can send that link. So they will just go through the confidence level or the body language, their educational capabilities and training courses. So they will reduce na ki not go no need to go for interview, physical interview. They will just go through your video, go through they will go through your all the documents, testimonials, and will just give you offer letter at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. This is shows that how techno savvy people are.
Yeah, yeah. Sir, students, on behalf of my students, I will say that our all students are good in means all the techno savvy. You can say they are techno savvy. But choosing a right career, applying at the right position, and just skipping the middle steps. So if you have your own video CV, we can say at video CV, and which is again coded with the QR code, will be reduce the chances of personal interview or all call interview. They will directly get offer letter. What I think. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Definitely, sir, you are absolutely correct, and I will certainly search for it. That how a good video resume looks like, how QR code should be added, and definitely this will be useful because there will be mass recruiting. As you said, there
Yeah,
are
yeah.
800.
Mass recruiting is there.
Yeah,
That is the thing that we are getting calls from the industry now. They don't want one or two people. They want 100 people. They want 800, 10, 200, 300 vacancies in one sector. So you should clear with that sector that Jagrod is interested in regulatory affair, Dev is interested in production. So if they are interested, make your video accordingly, and you just post it when there is one opportunity. We can post na ki there are these are the things on our alumni group we are posting ki these are the companies need these people with these technical skills. So student will accordingly choose that advertisement and apply there, and we can take follow up ki how many of them got the call. And if they are good in all these things na, how to make video, how to make resume, how to apply, how to grab this opportunity na, it will help students to get a good placement. Instead of getting placement, they will get good placement with good salary. That is my intention behind all these things. Okay, Dev is there.
Yes, sir.
Dev, are you getting na ki what I'm just want to tell
Yes,
you
sir.
all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh? If you are
Yes, sir.
interested in regulatory affairs, make your resume which is fit to regulatory affairs.
job
Make
description.
your 1 minute video which fits to the job requirement of regulatory affairs. If Deep is interested in the production, so production needs different kind of requirements, na, which is not
Yes.
the things required for PV, things required technical skills required for PV, for SAS analyst, for regulatory affairs, for pharmacovigilance, for production officer, for QA officer, for marketing person, है ना? So are different things. So different sets of technical skills are there. So what is your choice? What is your interest, area of interest? You have to finalize first. Then you have to make your resume accordingly, make your videos accordingly. You are very much good in technical skills. All the students. I'm just telling with the deep or I'm just giving example. You are all good in all the things that we are regularly doing, and you are doing your e-content from first year of B pharmacy. So you are technically good. So what I think is after this seminar of Lomte sir, you should think how your resume should be there. And sir has given guideline. Sir is expert in that. So we will take his guideline and we will make your videos. है ना कि my and video of 1 minute video with which cover all the set all the things the person is needed or company is in need of. So I think this seminar will be beneficial if you students make its practical one. है ना? So I'm very much thankful to Lumte sir that this content is added in our students' resume. Ki they have gone through these soft skill development programs and they have utilized the knowledge what they got from this uh, extra lectures, guest lectures, and add-on courses.
Yes, thank you so much, sir.
Lumte sir, please.
Yeah, so guys, you are in very good hands, such as Dr. Mohire sir, and we have learned lot of from him. So if you just follow his instructions, you will get your dream job. So Mohire sir, your training and placement people, your professors, are your helping hands, so make most of their experience and knowledge. And I would also suggest, Moire sir, to conduct a mock interviews of students in your college. Make a,
Definitely, sir.
yeah, that this will be helpful, means people will appear for a viva. So this will definitely give a people confidence that how is interviewer and how questions are asked. And you can, if you can record those mock interviews or group discussion sessions, people will know what mistakes I am making and how good I am into explaining that particular skill. So definitely this is going to be helpful. You are in very good hands, so make use of it. And all the best for your future endeavors, people. Thank you so much for having time with me and bearing with me for almost 1.5 hours. So thank you so much.
Okay. Anything from students?
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
Thanks a
so
lot.
much, sir,
Yeah,
for this informative session.
Thank you so
you're
much,
welcome.
sir,
Thank you,
for
sir.
this informative and effective session.
Yes,
Thank you once
welcome.
again.
Thank you. You're welcome. Lots of the
Sir,
thumbs up.
I just asked Gauri madam that
Yes, sir.
Gauri madam, if any query from student that uh, regarding this all the session.
Students, if you have any doubt, please ask to sir.
I will share my contact information, the email with Gauri ma'am, and you can write your questions, queries with me, and I can definitely give you the tools which are important for your resume building, so that you can prepare your own resumes. So I will provide my email address on which you can write your questions.
Please.
Okay, okay, sir, definitely. Thank you so much, sir, for such an informative session. Our students came to know difference in resume and CV. Also, the tips to write effective resume and qualities to be highlighted in that, and many more. We
Yes.
all are overwhelmed by such knowledgeable lectures. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye, bye, everyone.